Hi, this is Alpha. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to be talking to you about boosters and power-ups. So I hope you're ready and paying attention because these are very important as you will be leveling these up, and it is important that you level up correctly or else you'll be leveling up boosters or power-ups that you might not be using, and could make it a lot more difficult when playing against other real players. So just to show this, I'm going to click over here where my name is at. You can also do that yourself. Alright, all the way at the top left. Now you'll see your profile. You can look at boosters and power-ups. So we'll talk about the power-ups first, since there's not that many. So in the power-ups, we have a few that are actually good power-ups and are used frequently in battle, and other power-ups that are not used at all. And this is due to multiple reasons. One, it could be strategic reasons. Another one could be that it just doesn't do enough damage like you'd want it. Another one could be a support role that you're playing. So there's a few of them, and then there were a couple that were from nerfs that some people just prefer not to use it. So anyways, we'll just go into this. The first one on the left is armor. It says reduces damage by 30% for 35 seconds. Now mind you, these everything you see here in green, that you see that 30% and 35 seconds, these are dependent on the levels that you have. Okay, so my level is level 11, which is max. So your power-ups and your boosters will max out at level 11. Okay, it does take a long time to get up to this level. Just take your time and just keep going at it. Okay, that's why I said it's very important to pick which boosters and which power-ups you're gonna level up. So for the first one would be the armor, and at max level it reduces the damage by 30% for 35 seconds. At lower levels it'll be at a lower percentage and for less time. So what I'm showing you here is the overall picture of what you want. So the armor is actually very good if you are somebody that likes to get into the heat of battle and try to last a long time. The armor is the best way to go because it does reduce it by 30%, which would be on top of your boosters, which we'll look at a little bit later. Now that one is a personal thing. If you want to use it, you can. If not, that's completely fine. The next one, so you do take damage there. Okay, it just reduces it by 30%, so don't think that you're not going to take absolutely no damage. On the right side we have the missile storm. Now it says it calls in a missile attack for 110 radius area. So the area is fairly big because it's as you go up in levels, the area just gets bigger. Now you might say, you know, it sounds really good and everything. The damage output is very low. The area is spread across. Okay, so no matter what level it's at, the only difference is that the area is going to get bigger. It's not that the damage is going to be stronger. Also, this is not targeted, so it's all just completely random missiles falling in an area, and that'll be that. So you might not hit your target. So you might not do the complete damage you're looking for. I personally don't use the missile storm. I have used the armor. I don't use the missile storm at all. And I haven't seen very many players use it. Next one is on the left side, the health area. So at max level it says spawn an area that repair damage of all friend robots for 25 seconds. So anybody in this bubble, in this area, will receive health for 25 seconds. Now this is a good way to support your teammates. including yourself. If you can put this behind a wall or a building or any rock, you can hide behind and you can heal up not only you but your teammates as well. So this is a very good tool that you can use. So the health area is something recommended not only by myself but by many players, and many players do use it in battles against real players as well, in the top leagues as well. So health area is definitely one that you want to level up. The next one on the right is the mobile shield. It protects your robot for 15 seconds when it's maxed. This is extremely important because you receive absolutely no damage in this update. In previous updates, the pyroblast from the Bella would do damage, but it would be a reduced damage. So that was still effective. It was still good enough to carry around your mobile shield. So the mobile shield at this current update, on this date, you will receive absolutely no damage from anything, including the pyroblast. So this will protect you for 15 seconds from everything. Definitely a solid power up to have. So that's another one that definitely should level up. Next up is the drone assist. At max level, it will shoot for 90 seconds. It'll be your little battle buddy flying around you, and it will deal damage. Not enough damage, in my personal opinion, to make a difference. Maybe at lower levels in your game, it's okay, but at max level, it is not really used by any of our players. So drone assist is at your discretion. Personally, I wouldn't use it. Next one up is the shield area. The shield area previously used to it never broke. It never had any health. Now they added the health aspect to it, so that way shield areas cannot be invincible. So the spawn area shield that blocks a maximum of 500,000 damage for 30 seconds. Now the 30 seconds, again, the 500,000 damage and the 30 seconds is relevant to the level that you have yours leveled at. So the higher the level, the more health it has and the more durable it is. The only issue with this is 500,000 damage in a match where you're facing off against a full squad of highly skilled players with large damage output. 500,000 damage does not last the 30 seconds as it says there, and it will probably break within just 3 to 4 seconds, if that. So I personally don't use it. I know some people do because, you know, some shield is better than no shield at all. So it's completely up to you if you want to level that up. But it is one of the best in terms of power-ups. The next one is the health. It repairs your robot for 15 seconds when it's maxed. It's not a lot of time. It does repair you a little bit. I would say if you're a max level player, it'll probably repair your robot maybe 25% of your total health. Just because of the duration, it's not very good. But in terms of Dasuno, in terms of healing, you could have somebody use a health area, right? Like I discussed previously, and you could use your health outside of the healing area, and you can have double healing when you walk into that health area. So that could be a strategic way that you could heal up twice as fast and be able to go back into battle fairly quickly. So, you know, it might be something that you look into. I personally don't use it, but I do know players that do. So completely up to you. The enhanced bullet. This one is a personal favorite of mine, and I know Pinseeker also runs this one. The enhanced bullet increases your damage at max level by 30% of all your weapons for 20 seconds. Now, 30% for the enhanced bullet would cancel out the armor that's also 30% when it's maxed. Now, something to think about when you're using the enhanced bullet is, for example, the Bowie. The Bowie takes only 10% damage when it's using its ability. So when you add the enhanced bullet to your own power strength, you would still be doing 40% damage. So the Bowie would still be taking not the full brunt of your damage, but it'll still be taking almost half of your damage. So that could be something to look into. The enhanced bullet also helps you destroy bots such as the Storm a lot easier, a lot quicker, and especially other prime bots that you're up against. It could definitely help. I like to run this enhanced bullet, and I've done pretty well on it, and I will show you why it's so good in terms of boosters. So that would be a definite one that you would want to upgrade. Yes, I understand also that 20 seconds doesn't seem very long, but you will not need 20 seconds to destroy a bot at a higher league. Teleports, the final one. The higher the level, the more teleports you'll gain. So at max level, you'll have 11 teleports. This means that for all these power-ups, you'll notice that when you use it, it'll count as one use, and then you need to wait for it to reload by causing damage. Now the teleport is different, because the teleport, you'll use it once and it'll activate, and then you just wait for the timer to run out, or the cooldown, and you'll be able to teleport again. And in this case, I have 11 times, so that means I can teleport 11 times with one single teleport power up. Okay, so the enhanced bullet, every time I use it, I'll be using one enhanced bullet that I purchased every time I use it. But the teleport, I'll use one, and I'll get 10 more teleports within that match for free. So teleport might be one that you're looking at, especially if you're using slow bots like the Crusher, the Storm, or the Rusty, or any other bot. This teleport could be very useful. If you're using a Bowie with a teleport, you'd be dashing around and you'll be able to teleport all across the map, so you can get to areas quicker, especially when you're trying to capture a beacon. So it could be definitely useful there. In higher levels, you can use the teleport as well strategically to get behind your opponents, or be able to flank them from the sides, or get into area health where they're at. So that's the power-ups. Now we'll talk about the boosters. Previously, I had also mentioned that the boosters each target specific points on your robots. So for example, you have health points, speed, fuel capacity, heating capacity, and damage. And all of these are very important for your bots, because depending on your playstyle, you'll want to arrange these the way you want. I know Pinseeker has made a video of the different setups, so I'm not going to go into the setups, but I do want to show you the importance of paying attention what each one of these does to your bot. So to show you that the majority of mine are maxed, I'm still working on 2 of them, but these are 2 that I never really needed to use. Okay, I might use them in the future, but for now I haven't used them. So when you go arrange your power-ups, right, you pick the ones you want. You go on the plus and you choose your power-ups. So my favorite power-ups would be, let's see, so I don't want this one here, and this one there. Oops, sorry, I got the wrong ones mixed up. There we go. So now, let's go in terms of boosters. So if I add the EBF, you'll notice my health drops by -8%, and my overheating also drops by -8%, but my speed increases by a +10%, and my fuel tank increases by 9% as well. So these are a couple of setups that you can try and see what you want to do. So you can focus on, let's say, some people like to focus on the speed. It's also known as the speed demon booster setup. So you can look at Pinseeker's video for that, and you can look at different ones. The one I personally use, and I'll share it with you, is the Powerhouse Setup. I don't know what Pinseeker calls it, but I call it the Powerhouse Setup because it's the one that's focused mainly on damage. So I'll tap on it, and in the bottom it'll say a +12% on damage. So that's all the way at the bottom, so I'll add that in. Next one is the UCCM, and that has a +12 as well. Now you'll notice that already in my overheating I have a -20%. I'll look at that after, right? So first I'm focused on just putting all that damage, right? So the TBAM and the ESA, right? So you'll notice I have a +56% in damage, but I have a -21 in overheating, and you know, it's still not that bad, okay? But I'd want to bring the overheating down so I can keep shooting longer, right? So I can deal more damage. So right now my damage output is max, but I need to be able to shoot for a longer period of time. So in order to do that, I need to add a booster that will reduce it. So I can't use the hot because it'll give me an even worse one. It'll give me -29%, which I don't want that. So I want to reduce that. So I look at the SEM, and that has a -10%. So that's not a good one. I'll use the ERCM as it gives me a +13%. I know some of the add-ons or some of the math doesn't quite add up, but it's still, as you notice, now it's a -10. If I take this off, it'll be a -21. So as a -10, I can shoot even longer. And the EBF I won't even add because, again, it'll increase my overheating, which isn't good. So that's basically the setup that I have for my boosters. This is the setup that I have for my power-ups. You'll notice I don't have any health power-ups, and this is mainly because I know some of my teammates, they do have these health power-ups. So when it's needed, we'll work as a team. They'll set it up, they'll put up a health area, and I'll be able to heal up. Now enemies might try to take advantage and start pushing, but that's exactly what I wouldn't mind, because I do have the enhanced bullet, which will do extra damage. So right now I'm running a 56% in damage. Add the enhanced bullet that's at max level, a +30%. I will be dealing damage that's about a +80% on top of whatever my regular damage is. So if you're another player and you're not running the enhanced bullet, but you are running this setup in the boosters, I will be able to take you down because I have that extra 30% damage. So that's a huge difference. And if you're not running this booster setup, like you're running, for example, the speed demon, your speed will be higher. I have here a -1%. Sorry, Onslaught. I'll try to get back in squad with you in a bit. The speed is at -1%, but the speed demon will have a +40 to 56% on that. But then the damage rate will be lower, meaning they can run around, but they'll take a lot of damage if I hit them. So there's a little bit of balance in there. And that's it for my video. Hopefully this helps you out, and you can decide which boosters and power-ups you'd like to use. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.